Welcome to the RFC Live Talk Radio Show. RFC stands for Real Freaking Conversation. We're real freaking folks having real freaking conversation on real freaking subjects. That being said, I'm your host, that dude named Chase. My co-host, Yolando. My co-host, Black Lee. Let's get it.
RFC, it rhymes off. RFC, BYB. It's the RFC. It's the RFC. It's RFC. Real freaking conversation. Real freaking conversation. Real freaking conversation. Real freaking conversation. You know what I'm talking about?
Welcome to RFC Live Talk Radio.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, welcome back to the RFC Live Talk Radio Show. I'm your host, that dude named Chase. I got my co-host, I got my co-host, Black Lee.
What's happening?
Yo, we're going to hit y'all with a switch up. You know what I mean? Right now, we're going to talk about relationships, make it or break it, and shit that goes on within it, man. See if we can roll with this one time. You know what I mean? Lee.
What's happening?
What's going on, man? What we got to talk about, man?
All right, this is for our RFC family. We're going to touch on something different right now. All right, we just going to say, relationship-wise, what if you was in a relationship and your significant other, go through something to like where, they might come down with an illness or a certain type of handicap or anything like that, and your role in a relationship as far as a husband and wife or a boyfriend or girlfriend, would you be able to stick in there with them, or would you, feel some type of way that, maybe, that might be, it can become a problem and it can be a challenge. What would you do to, what would you do in that situation if it came your way as far as something like that? Would you be able to hang in there with your wife or husband or girlfriend or boyfriend? What would you do to, would you stick it out, or would you mess around, or what would you do? Real talk.
It all depends on what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if your relationship, I'm not going to say with a boyfriend and girlfriend, because a boyfriend and girlfriend, fiancés and shit like that,
right?
You really don't have no real responsibilities,
right,
man. You can roll before that happen, roll after that happen. You're not.
True that.
If you're married, if your marriage is solid, then you're supposed to be there from the beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So if it gets to the point where something happens and he or she get a legs chopped off,
right?
You know what I mean? You have to make it so that person can get around. You know what I'm saying? Because that person is down your responsibility and relies on you. Just like it was your responsibility when they was walking and talk. Everything was good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Now, if your relationship was rocky, you see what I'm saying? That's going to be a tricky one right there, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because on a rocky relationship, he or she has to be able to figure out if they can take themselves back to the point when it wasn't rocky. You see what I'm saying? And replace the rockiness with the good time.
Right.
If you can't do that,
right.
I think bad things gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still kind of like responsible, but you can, even if shit go like that, you can still file for divorce, and nothing can stop you from doing that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Me taking care of you, man, doesn't mean that I have to carry you up and down the steps, or whatever,
right?
Or, do all this shit. I can actually put you in a nursing home.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And pay for that shit out of my pocket.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's still giving you the care that you need.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But you think, yo?
It depends on how she treating me. she treating me right, and she get ill, I'm bounce. I mean, if you treat me decent, yeah, it all depends on how you treat me. I mean, you know, if you get ill and you been treating me fucked up, I mean, it's no reason.
You gotta flip your mic. There's a dynamic mic. You can point it up a little bit. Yeah.
It's up to me. You know, I mean, people say I'm acting like it's all about me, but I mean, you get what you give in this world.
Well, you know, I just put that out there
Right.
for you. For you have all the rights in the world. Speed fuck on.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Because you ain't married.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
So you ain't even gotta. You only have to get a second thought if you don't want to.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's perfectly understandable. You can't. If we ain't never make it to the altar,
Mm-hmm.
shit, man, you can't automatically assume
Right.
that
You don't have that.
I'm gonna play husband
law
or
attached
she
to
gonna
it.
play wife.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In order for that to happen, y'all have to be so tight,
Right.
so
right.
in love that you get fucked up,
Mm-hmm.
and she still or he still willing to go through and marry you right here and right now.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What you think, Enforcer?
It's a hard one because I mean I know the good books say you're supposed to be there, deaf do your part, or even if you want to just a relationship and having nothing to do with marriage, if you care about that person, you would stay and try to work things out. But if it's a situation where, let me flip the script a little bit, like say if other things in a relationship happen, like say this person don't want to or can't, even be sexually involved with you anymore, stuff like that. Would you stay with them or what would you do? Because it's so many things. Would you be miserable? Because a lot of things become miserable and then you just putting up with. But like you said, if you're in a marriage, it's certain little things, guidelines I guess you go by. But even within, things can become tricky, when certain little things happen in relationships, man. And
You want to rock this one? You want me? I got it. Okay. All right. So, being the only married motherfucker at the table,
true.
you know what I'm saying? And so that means that I'm married now, and I used to be with y'all and y'all had.
Right.
So, pose your question in parts.
Far as being married,
Right, based off what you just said.
okay, like say all the people married out there, like if something came in your relationship, far as I guess you found out your significant other was cheating or
Okay. All right.
Stop me right there.
Okay. As a single dude,
Mm-hmm.
if you was cheating, ain't nothing to it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Only way I'm staying around, if I'm one of them dudes,
Mm-hmm.
right, you know what I'm saying? I'm a dude. If I'm one of them dudes that figure I can't get no other broad, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This
Right.
is it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody don't like me but you, man. So then them the type of dude, but that ain't me, man.
True that.
It ain't
True
that dude named Cheese, dog.
Right.
No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a single man,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? If I see you doing your thing,
Mm-hmm.
I must go off to the next one. You
True
see what
that.
I'm saying?
True
I'm off to and then it's also like this. If you fucking with a broad
Mm-hmm.
as a single man, you need to know whether it breaks, how much gas to get that shit, and how much keep your one foot on the brakes and one foot on the gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't let yourself, unless you really planning on marrying this.
Taking that step further.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that shit shouldn't come. You shouldn't be making that decision for like, I just met her today.
Right. Nah.
Shit, man, maybe 4 years,
Mhm.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get to know everything about her,
That's true.
right? So, if I find out you cheating, you smashing off, man. I mean, I ain't even really supposed to get mad about that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I get mad about that, I mean, I'm feeling more than I let on.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Shit. See you later, Speedy. You dig what I'm saying? It's off to the next one. That's why I say you keep one foot on the gas and one foot on the brakes, because you got that one foot on the brakes. That means you always got you still, playing the field, whatever you want to say.
Right.
You still keeping your thing going, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True that.
And, like me, I'm gonna say when I was single,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't had no girlfriend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, nobody could carry that title, man.
Right.
I ain't no motherfucking girlfriend.
Right.
Man. No, man. I mean, shit, man. Club
I've been a victim of that a few times.
5 days a week, man.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? 2 days of rest, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said on the 5th day, on the 7th day you rest, man.
Rest.
But I needed 2 days, man. You know what I'm saying? And we went to the club, man. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, you find yourself that you slipped out your motherfucking norm.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And once you flip out your motherfucking norm, you kind of like telling yourself,
Mm-hmm.
shit, nah, this ain't me, nigga. I'm still that dude, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to the club. You going to the club? Not today.
Right.
Kill me next week, because you still telling yourself you going.
Right.
Next week come, nah, man, I got something to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's to put your foot on the brakes. You fucking around on me, man. Shit don't mean shit, because I'm still doing what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Married, what do you do? What do you do? You know what I'm saying?
And if you choose to stay in, go ahead, yo. You can go ahead. Bring someone.
Nah, go ahead.
If you marry and you choose to stay in, man, that's kind of tricky because after a while, it's gonna become a serious problem. I mean, I'm just talking about just different people out there. The stuff can get tricky because now it can become a state of misery and it's not even the person make you miserable no more. If you decide to stay with a person that you know that done did something to you or whatever, then it becomes you making yourself miserable because you done decided to stay and you know what's going on. And even if you forgive them, it'll always be in your head like, you know what? It could possibly happen again. Let you call. He or she not answering the phone or they ain't.
You know what?
You speaking
Little
of
stuff.
cheating?
Yeah,
If you married, and do you stay in it?
cheating or I'm married or single, but the marriage got a little bit more.
That's basically what he was saying.
Yeah.
What people need to realize is, if you married,
Right.
you catch this lady cheat,
Mm-hmm.
you just call him. You ain't catch the other ones.
What you mean?
I mean, if you just caught her with that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that dude. Sorry about that. But you ain't catch the other dudes that's running around.
It might be first time though.
Yeah, right.
My first time though.
Yeah, right. If she get knocked down by one dude, it's another. This is few more rounds.
Well, everything got to have the first time though.
You just caught that one.
Everything got to have first time though. But I'm like you. I'm not condoning this shit.
Right.
You just caught
You know what I'm
that
saying?
one.
But you know what? Let me tell y'all something that's a little bit different in today's world versus yesterday.
Right.
Y'all know the saying.
Which is a difference.
Y'all know the saying. It's cheaper to keep her, or it's cheaper to keep him.
Right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So in today's world, that shit is 101% true because the price of economy is raised.
Exactly.
And they're not giving people the money to do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that depends if you worry about it being cheaper.
The RC Live Talk Radio Show will be right back after this commercial break. The RC Live Talk Radio Show would like to present to you an official video by the artist LBC S. featuring Fat Trail, entitled OMM. Let's get it.
Valley Vision.
When I hopped up in this shit, I started with nothing. I hit the streets and fell in love with Chuck. I needed some money. Niggas hate me cause I'm dumb. Sweat, I ain't going for none. When I hopped up in this shit, I started with nothing. I hit the streets and fell in love with Chuck. I needed some money. Niggas hate me cause I'm dumb. Sweat, I ain't going for nothing. Call my phone, you need help with that trap shit. I do numbers like calculus in the gym. Flip the record, do backflips, beat the box. And the boss call me cashes. In the pussy, I'm a fool, I be damning. Killing shit, Ku Klux with the fashion. Leave a nigga, caught him lacking in traffic. Left a nigga, caught him lacking in traffic. All day, all night, bitch, we out here. Hell nah, hell yeah, we bout warfare. Niggas tripping, let's plan the trip cause we can take it there. I'm up now, but I remember when I hopped up in this shit. I started with nothing. I hit the streets and fell in love with Chuck. I needed some money. Niggas hate me cause I'm thumb. Sweat, I ain't going for nothing. And I put that on my mama. When I hopped up in the game, gave a fuck about the fame. And I put that on my mama. All of a sudden, niggas hate.
Yeah, hold up, $100,000 in my Gucci satchel bag, yeah. Flew a bitch from Paris, that's that Gucci satchel swag, yeah. Your boyfriend embarrassed, I got shit he never had, yeah. $30,000 on my wrist, that shit was sad, damn. I come from no feast, where my youngest like to feast. I'm a dog on the beat, I'm a dog with a leash. In Miami on the beach, 5,000 just to sleep. Bad bitch, she a freak, bought my bitch some diamond teeth, yeah.
I hopped in this shit, I ain't had none. Now I'm in this bitch with a handgun, with a bad bitch, she for ransom. Yeah, I run the game like it's M1. Keep playing, you a dead one. Still catching plays on my Samsung. Gang with my day ones, but the pussy nigga would take some. When I hopped up in this shit, I started with nothing. I hit the streets and fell in love with Chuck. I needed some money. Niggas hate me cause I'm thumb. Sweat, I ain't going for nothing. And I put that on my mama. When I hopped up in the game, gave a fuck about the fame. And I put that on my mama. All of a sudden, niggas hate that I still remain the same.
Yo, welcome back to the RC Live Talk Radio Show. I'm your host, that dude named Cheese. I got my co-host Yo. I got my co-host Black Lee.
What to do?
Right now, Black Lee posed that question, man. You know, that big question that many people want to know. You know, they talk about it all the time. They go through it a whole lot, man. And it's more so like relationships. And then we on a segment of that part about, you know, what you do if you catch your significant other cheating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think I said something about it's cheaper to keep her, it's cheaper to keep him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, you said, you rebuttal, you know, you said.
You if you worried about, if you worried about it being cheaper, because misery is for real.
Misery is for real. It's all about how you handle it. Mm-hmm. And what I was saying about that is,
it's going to end anyway.
And that's all about whether you...
Not necessarily, man. It's not necessarily. Let me tell you, man. You got a $500,000 house, right? You
stuff involved.
There's a lot of stuff involved, man. Court, you can't even you can't get divorced for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to go the process.
Right.
And you got to get a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
You might can't afford that shit.
Right.
You know,
so in that situation that you just can't. That's definitely not a just up and go situation.
Right. Now now I'm not talking about just for a dude. This a dude or a girl.
Right.
A man or a woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you can't afford that shit. You see what I'm saying? And you may just be like, hey, let's just coexist. Mm-hmm. That shit happens all the time.
All the time.
But at the same time, that when you doing that don't mean that I'm just gonna walk around and look at you and just be kicking cans and knocking shit over.
Right.
Or you gonna be walking around looking at me kicking cans. Mm-hmm. You still gonna be doing what you're doing.
You got feelings for this female? Ain't no coexisted,
bruh.
It's not. If you got feelings for this female, it's not no coexistence. Y'all just call it a different name. You just forgave
coexisting. Coexisting basically means that you neither one of y'all can afford to get divorced.
Yeah.
It's against the law to just openly get another boyfriend, get another girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Openly do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You still got to sneak around and do what you need to do.
Right.
That's adultery right there. Whichever one get caught.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
whatever,
adultery.
take it to court.
That's the big A word out there, y'all.
That's the one that's gonna lose case. All right.
Every time, yeah.
You're gonna lose everything. The judge is automatically gonna get a shit to the motherfucking person that provide the shit. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, though, if you can't afford to do everything you need to do to be divorced. You know what I'm saying? Most time you got cars,
Yeah, man.
you got kids,
Yeah, man.
you got a house,
Yes.
you got joint bank accounts.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
It gets that real.
It gets that motherfucking real. You know what I'm saying? You got 401s. You got all that motherfucking shit right there where you just can't be like, man, this is my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because once you get married, your job can't even separate that shit until you get divorced, man.
Good God Almighty.
You know what I'm saying? You can't get nothing that's you work for
Right.
because your wife is your husband is on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is a lot of motherfuckers, you see a lot of motherfuckers out here that's doing what they doing, they married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be like, yeah, we gotta understand. The understanding is we don't fuck with each other no motherfucker more.
Right.
But we have to coexist because we can't afford to go elsewhere.
Right.
So you still doing your thing. You doing you're not sleeping in the same motherfucker room. You ain't sleeping in the same motherfucker bed. You ain't
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You ain't cooking me food.
Yeah.
You're not doing this. You're not going to Thanksgiving together.
Right.
And all that shit that you was
It's not
doing.
realistic though.
If you in that situation,
Because if you
Go ahead,
got
yo.
feelings for, I mean, you ain't gonna be just turn your shit off.
So what you gonna do?
It ain't-
What would you
Oh,
do? Would you just roll out and give her the house? Would she just roll out and give him the house?
I don't know. We had to figure out a split, but
You can't figure out a split without the law.
If you live with a female and you in the relationship with the female and she cheat and you stay in it, you deserve what you get. You deserve it. You desire to get this marriage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you literally deserve what you get.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you. Then that was just a response on the person who can't afford. Now the person who can afford to do all of that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and got somewhere to go.
Right.
Oh shit, you getting divorced just like that.
Yeah.
I said for the motherfuckers who can't afford to pay the lawyer
Mm-hmm.
and come up with $15,000 to get another motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? And then you got $100,000 in your 401k because you've been working somewhere 20 years, and then
Right.
you got to give half that to.
God.
You got to give half. You can't take your shit with you. Nothing.
Man.
Everything
It's
go
not that
50-50.
easy.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I'm saying,
You always got a choice to bounce.
yeah. So that's my question. I just asked you on the note on the person who's in that predicament.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that's just one predicament.
Right.
If you are in that particular predicament, you just give her. You being a guy, you give her all the stuff, and you just go.
I would. My answer would sound really ignorant. So, I mean, I'm not living with no female.
Okay, so
I'm in a
it's
relationship with,
uh-huh.
and she cheated. I'm not living with her. I'm not gonna be miserable. Because all that is misery.
Okay,
You're going to be miserable.
Okay,
and
okay.
Eventually, it's all going to come crashing down anyway.
So when you live that type of lifestyle, you still got rules. You can't bring your woman. She can't.
She
bring
cheated
your
on
motherfucking
you.
man.
She don't give a fuck about your rules.
Now in this house, you do. When you cheated, you didn't cheat in the house. You
But
didn't cheat in
she
the house.
let you know that when she cheated, she let you know that she don't give a fuck about how you feel about your rules.
Well, she didn't give a fuck about my rules. Then she was cheating in my motherfucking house while I was there.
Not really.
Then you gave a fuck about my motherfucking rules. My motherfucking rules is
She just chose to do it at his house. You know what I'm saying?
This one gonna need a part 2 on this one, man, because we ain't get to the way to get out of the shit if you can afford the shit.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying. But when you got, like I said, you got cars and shit like that. I don't see myself saying, you can have if I had a house,
Right.
you can have cars.
Right.
I'm just going, man. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. You,
Right.
you just do what you do,
Ooh.
and then as soon as you say I'm gone, old Ricky boy moving in, getting some
And
car keys.
That has happened.
You getting some car keys because you gonna help pay the motherfucking note on that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, drive that one. You pay me the note on that motherfucker, man, and pay
Really?
for this motherfucking shit right here,
Really?
Right.
huh?
Really?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, shit. First, like I said, first of all, you had to be in that motherfucking position to have to even think about that. When
Yeah.
you ain't when you ain't got none of that shit,
Right.
shit, man, I'm about.
If you don't have anything that's going to tie y'all together from you leave.
Well, look, for my younger days, man, I never moved in with nobody, man.
Mm-hmm.
Never say let's get an apartment together. Nah, I ain't do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fuck that. You get an apartment, shit go wrong. That's your shit. and you can kick my ass out. Hey, yo,
RFC, BYB. It's the
everybody stay tuned for part 2, man. We'll be right back with that shit on the next one, man. The RC Live Talk Radio Show. We out.
I'm right back,
Real
yo.
freaking conversation. Real freaking conversation. Real freaking conversation. You know what I'm talking about?
Welcome to RFC Live Talk Radio. Yo, I'm that dude named Chase, host of the RC Live Talk Radio Show. I'd like you guys to check out this indie film trailer entitled Baby Gangsters, produced by I Am the Creator. Let's get it.